Namaste, yogis, cats and down dogs. Come seated on your mats. Let's bring your hands onto your knees. Ground your base chakra. Release your lower back. Relax your shoulders. Remember, this is your time for meeting with self. So connecting with your body, mind, and spirit. And then bring your hands into the Surya Mudra. This is the mudra for fire. So you bend your ring finger, press your thumb onto your ring finger. There are other mudras for fire, but we're using this one. And start releasing the stress and bringing in strength. So when we use the element of fire, we bring in vitality. And this sequence is for burning away self-doubt. So trust your gut. So release the belly button a little bit, relax the lower back. Easy breaths. And then bring your left hand onto your heart center, your right hand onto your belly. Start breathing into your heart organ, and into the essence of your heart meridian. So moving the energy with your breath along this meridian to release any dull, sad, isolated, cut off feelings. And this normally happens when we are disconnected from ourselves, from our higher self, from our spiritual team, from the divine, when we start becoming beside ourselves because we don't trust our opinion and we don't trust our decisions and we do not hold our own energy. We give a lot of energy away. So we want to bring vitality back to our body, mind, and spirit by bringing in inner peace, opening this meridian, and optimism and wisdom. So the heart center, peace, optimism, and wisdom. And feeling radiant, it brings in a certain radiance. And then stretching your arms down, pressing into your fingers, arms out in front of you, and then thumbs between your eyebrows. Breathing into your small intestine. The small intestine and the heart meridians work together. So we're releasing irritability and uncertainty and bringing in confidence and clarity. And the irritability and uncertainty comes in when we do not trust our decisions and we do not trust our opinion and we start leaking our energy. So we breathe in confidence, clarity. So when the heart and the small intestine meridians are working well together, you have peace and wisdom and optimism and confidence and clarity. Take a deep breath in and then releasing your hands down onto your knees and then shoulders all the way up and then strong out breath. Pull your chin in, open the back of your neck, shoulders down, belly button in, and then facing forward. Under your cheekbone, just from the outer corner of your eye, and then next to your ear. So when you open your jaw, you'll see there's a little dent here. So just pat, pat, pat with the fingertips and release the jaw. This is the small intestine. These are two small intestine points, 18 and 19. And when we clench our jaws and we try and make a decision and we ask everyone else what we should do because we don't trust our own gut, then we get the irritability and the uncertainty. One more stretch. And then bring your fingers under your armpits with your thumbs in front of your shoulder onto heart one. Drop your head down and rotate to the right. Open up your throat, open up your telepathic center. Nourish your intervertebral discs. Keep a full range of motion in your neck, releasing and stretching the ligaments and the tendons. Relax your jaw, relax your teeth. Relax the shoulders, make a long neck. Next time you get to the front, change direction. Go all the way around. Making a lot of space down the neck. Small intestine goes up the side of the neck. And the next time you get to the front, just drop your chin and then release. Hands back onto your knees so that we can energize the body with lion's breath. Yeah, I've still got my Sowen altar up. I just loved that festival. It was beautiful. And we're in the last little few bits of it now. So bringing light onto the planet and celebrating the harvest, the end of the harvest, into going into the darker times. Breathing in, where the veil is the thinnest between the physical and the spiritual. So breathe in. All the way up, so we're energizing our body with lion's breath. Breathe all the way up your spine to nourish where the chakras insert, and then strong out breath. And make your tongue very long so that you're clearing your respiratory tract, especially the back of the throat, and that sound that the vagus nerve loves as well. Breathe in. Sort of rasping over your throat. Grounding, opening up your base chakra, pulling the energy all the way up. And then roll your shoulders up and back and up and back. Focusing on your heart chakra so it can nourish your heart organ and your heart meridian. Keep your heart center open. Bring in the optimism and the wisdom, and especially the inner peace. When we have inner peace, we can make really good decisions with confidence and clarity and go up and forward, rounding your upper back, releasing your shoulders, stretching that area, the fascia between the shoulder blades, the will center of the heart chakra. So the willingness to move forward, putting the action and the energy behind opening the heart. The wish is a more soft process. The will is a strong process. And then releasing. Shoulders away from your ears. Relax your lower back. Left palm forward, right palm on top. Interlock the fingers, left elbow up, and then right. So breathe in. So energize and open the heart center. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Get the pulse rate up a bit. Get any sad, dull, isolated, cut off feelings out. Out with doubt. Two more. One, two, and then swing from left to right, breathing into the left and out to the right so that you can release tension in the diaphragm. Taking nice breaths here. The solar plexus, we want our personal power area to be shining and open. Release the irritability and the uncertainty, the irritable bowel syndrome, irritated small intestine. Open up your personal power and your wisdom, which is also in the solar plexus, an area that is overseen by Archangel Uriel. Just do two more. One, two. And then stretch your right hand out, stretching into your fingers. Your left hand is in a fist at your waist. And then stretch for that rope and pull it. And then squirt your left fingers out. So as your fingers go forward, your fingers are shooting forward and it's pulling back into a fist. Do the high breath so you can move the chi around the solar plexus area. Two more. One, two. And then releasing, hands onto your knees, shoulders up to your ears. And then, so we're bringing the fire into the body. You should start feeling this heat rising. You might start feeling that. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Pat, pat, pat. Really give your flesh suit a good pat. Get the negative ions onto your skin and get the positive ions off. The positive ions make us feel so wired. Up into the heart center, give yourself a good pat down your arms. Feel your flesh suit kind of tingling and coming alive now, giving it some attention. This is your receiver. With Uranus in Gemini, we need to have a very clear receiver, otherwise we're going to get a lot of white noise, that sound. You're going up your neck now into your scalp. And then release. Flex your feet, pull your toes back, your hands are on your knees, take your shoulders down. And then release. And come into turtle. Drop forward. Relax your upper back. Follow your breath, feel your pulse. You're connecting with your with yourself, with your inner guidance, excuse me. And then come up. You can either stay in turtle or you can come into easy pose, whichever works best for you to open up the meridian. So heart, right hand, fingers under your armpit, thumb in front of your shoulder, heart 1. Go down the arm about 3 finger widths above this crease here in the elbow. It's around 2 or 3. You'll feel it. It's normally quite a sensitive point. And then into the elbow. And down the inner arm on the pinky side, all the way down. Until you get just below the palm in the wrist, you'll feel this nice little dent here, spirit gate. So heart 7. This is where we regulate the heart rate variability. Down the outside of the palm to the end of the pinky and squeeze. Heart 9. And release. Other side, left arm out, fingers under your armpit, thumb in front of your shoulder, press. And then down the arm. So you're going down the inner arm. Find that spot. You might find the right side is less painful than the left, or not at all on both sides. And then into the elbow joint. And then down the outside of the inner arm. Don't overthink it. It's not a cognitive thing. It's your intention. Into the wrist, spirit gate. Down the outside of the palm to the end of your pinky. And then release. Shoulders down, breathing in and out. Now we're going to give this heart meridian a nice flush. So in other words, we start at heart 9 and we pull up all the way up to number 1. Breathe out. And then press. And then 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Using your hand chakras and the electromagnetic energy in your hand. Squeeze your right pinky, pull up. Press. And then pressing in. And 1, 2, 3. Now you don't have to doubt. You know that your meridian is nice and free flowing. You've moved the traffic. Small intestine. So take your left hand, the side of your left hand, and push it forward so that you can go on the outside of your pinky and on the outside of your palm and the outside of your arm into your funny bone. Stick your fingers into your funny bone until you feel it twanging into your pinky. Back of the arm. Up your neck. Quite firm pats. It's a young meridian. Underneath your cheekbone and then next to your ear. And then release. Right hand. Pat, pat, pat. All the way down the side of your hand. Down this bone here, down the side of your arm. Into the funny bone. Feel it. Up the back of the arm. Shoulder. Into your neck. And then under your cheekbone. Let's do a nice facial massage towards your ear. And then releasing. Breathe in, shoulders up. and release. And stretching your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet again, just to open the backs of your legs. And then release. Interlace your fingers up to your third eye. And you're going to go up and down. Breathe in and with a high breath. So move the chi. Feel the air around your chakras. Open up the heart center and the solar plexus specifically. So clearing anything in your energy field. Remember, all these memories and subconscious things, they all hang in this energy field. The brain is just a transformer. It transforms the frequency of things for us to understand according to our learning. Release your hands onto your knees. Breathe in, shoulders up and down. And then big round beach ball. And shoulders back. And let's just balance the cortisol. We don't get all stressed. As soon as we get stressed, we get irritable and we get uncertain and we start doubting ourselves. So release that, balance the cortisol. Hands down onto your knees. Flex your feet again. Open the backs of your legs, shoulders away from your ears. And then releasing. Sides of your hands together, small intestine. Press. And then squeeze your shoulder blades. Opening the heart center and activating the heart center at the back. Opening the front. Open your shoulders. Open heart one. To make it quite a strong press. So your breath is working, all the muscles are working. And then touch with the backs of your hands. Start flick your hands if you can reach onto heart one, push forward. Flick onto heart one to the side. It doesn't matter if you can't reach. Your intention is onto heart one and up, forward, side, up, forward, side, up, forward, side, up, forward. Try and straighten the arms and flex the wrists. Forward, side. Both the meridians go through the wrists. Forward, side, up, speed it up. Forward, side, up, forward, side, up, forward, side, up. Last one. And then release your feet and your ankles, and your knees can pop up and just round your back. Tuck in your chin. Take some deep breaths here while your diaphragm is kind of a little bit squeezed, so you can open it nicely. Feel the energy going up, your neck into your face, wide legs, and then hands on the mat so we can do cat-cow modified with wide legs, looking up. Nice deep breath in, and then when you round, stick your tongue out so we can work that fascial connection at the same time. Breathing in and rounding. Breathing in and rounding. And last time. And round. Coming up. Arms out for flying arms, getting the circulation going. Feel your hand chakras, feel that energy ball in the palm of your hands and bounce that ball on the mat, on the floor. Feel the air around your arms. Making space in your energy field, so moving out all the old frequencies of self-doubt and following other people's instruction, which doesn't always work unless it's the same as yours, I suppose. And then palms facing the front. So squirt this energy ball to the front of the room and catch it as it comes back. Open the front of your shoulders, heart one, also lung one and two. So working into the shoulder area, strengthening those muscles. And then palms facing the back of the room. So twisting around a bit so that you use different muscles. Bouncing your energy ball on the back wall or wherever it goes. Catching it. Palms face the ceiling. bounce, bounce and catch. So feel the energy around you in your field. And then both arms up, and then stretch your fingers to the ceiling and let that lymph go into your lymph glands. Now you've moved the circulation, you're getting the lymph active, you're detoxing the arms, getting the lymph moving, helping it. Doesn't have a pump. It's nice that it can have this opportunity to get down into the armpits. And then releasing, hands onto your knees, relax your shoulders, breathing in and out. And then bend your knees. Left hand onto your right knee, right elbow into your right waist, and we're going to go 3 times dynamically to the left. So breathe in and 1, 2, 3. Keep your right arm here and cross over and hold your left knee. Arms are crossed at the elbows. Looking up and then rounding. Breathing in. So roll your eyes back to activate your third eye, rounding. And last time. And round. Coming up. Release your left leg. Your left leg is now straight. Twist to the right, keeping your right leg bent. And then take your right ear to your right shoulder. Open up the ligaments. Open up your neck. If you get pinched nerves in the neck, that affects all your senses. And your sinuses, of course. And then face forward and right arm up and under and left arm around. Press your left shoulder back. So you're doing a seated bind with your right leg bent and your left leg straight. And then release. Both legs straight and you're in a wide-legged seated position. Drop forward. Breathe in. More air in and then nice sigh out. Bend your knees. Right hand on your left knee, left elbow into your waist. Breathe in and 1, 2, 3. Left hand on your right knee, elbows crossing at the funny bone. Look up, breathe in. You can push your knees out at this point if you can squeeze your glutes as well. And then rounding, breathing in and rounding. And last time. And clear the respiratory tract. Right leg straight. Twist to the left. Keep your left leg bent. Take your right arm on the outside of your left leg. Look all the way back and then drop your ear to your shoulder. So just feel the opening in the right side of your neck. And your sinuses maybe even can get very congested when our necks are tight. And then come facing forward, releasing and into seated forward fold. So both legs straight, roll forward or stretch forward. Feel your heart chakra at the back. And then coming up, point your toes for upside down plank. Point, knees turn towards each other and lift. Look at the ceiling. And releasing. Into seated forward fold again. And then releasing out of that into Janu Sirsasana on the left. Flex your left foot, right foot on your inner thigh. Lift all the way out of your hips and fold forward. Roll your shoulders externally so your inner elbows look at the ceiling. Pressing your spleen and pancreas towards your left thigh. Flex your left foot, open the back of your leg, all the nerves. It's a neural stretch. And then come up, point your toe, hold your left wrist so your fingers are going over spirit gate. Breathing in and then pulsing. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 5, 4, 5. Stretch up twist to the right and drop your arms down. Lift up and look all the way back. Twisting into your small intestine. You've got 6 meters of it, so give it a good squeeze. Face forward, left arm up, and then flip. So come onto your right knee and your shin and stretch your left arm all the way back. Palm faces the ceiling. So it's lengthening the left side of your body. And then releasing into seated forward fold. Breathe in and release. Come up into half boat and into full boat and into Janu Sirsasana on the right. Flexing your right foot, left foot on the inner thigh. Lift up, lift, lift. Make space for all that 6 meters of intestine. Fold forward, kick into your right heel. Third eye over your knee, activating your third eye so you can start tuning into your intuition. So you can trust your gut. It's usually better to come to your own conclusion about a decision and then ask people you trust for input on your decision that has already been made. And just ask them if they have anything that they would like to add to it, or if there's something that you might not be seeing. But you can't delegate an entire decision to someone else. Coming up, point your toe, hold the right wrist, breathe in, and do nice pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch up and twist to the left. Drop your arms, lift up and look all the way back. Breathing into your abdomen so that you're rubbing up against your small intestine, especially the fascia that surrounds everything. Face forward, right arm up into the flip, lengthening the right side of your body. Open the liver, open the intercostal muscles in the ribs. And then releasing out of that long flip, forward fold. Coming up and over into plow. Releasing the stress and the fatigue. Don't know where Misty is. She was so keen on doing this class when I was setting it up. As soon as I started, she just thought, hell no, I'm going to sit outside. I don't want to be in this class. Because cats know, you see, cats don't doubt themselves. So breathe deeply into your lungs, release your diaphragm, open the upper back. Just take one more deep breath here. And then roll out of the plow and into the butterfly. Interlace your fingers in front of your toes. Press your knees down. Pull in your belly button. Deep breaths. And then right leg up into heron. So look at your big toe. Stretching the ligaments that insert into our hips. And then releasing the right leg and left leg up. Point, looking up. So your focus is your big toe. And then releasing. Interlacing your fingers again for 3 exhalations to open up the solar plexus with a ha breath. Breathing in. And 1, strong out breath. 2, cleansing. 3, coming up, burning away the self-doubt. We can't have self-doubt. We put it in place, or we learned it. Someone put it in place for us and we copied and pasted it. It's time to release it. And cross your ankles and come into table. Drum the tops of your feet. So drum, drum, drum. The fascia on the top of the feet, giving them some attention. The feet, some attention, looking up. So into the cow, and remember the long tongue for the fascial connection. And then rounding, arched cat, long tongue. Pull your belly button up to your spine, breathing in and rounding. And last time, breathing in and coming back into neutral, into tiger's tail. Left leg up. Take your right hand to your foot. Kick your foot into your hand and pull your hand against your foot. Throat, third eye. Step through. Press into your wings. As you do that, pull your right hip forward. Bring your hands to your heart center. Feel wisdom, optimism, and peace. Twist to the left and open your arms. Make sure that your left foot and your right knee are not in the same line. Look up at your left thumb. Use your balance. And then come up, arms up. Interlace your fingers. Pull your shoulders back and fold forward, crown towards the mat. Pulling your arms over, so releasing pressure in the shoulders. Ground the big toe of the left foot. Come into plank. And then up dog. So drop your hips, connect your heart, your throat, and your third eye. Being up at the ceiling. Down dog. Long down dog for your neurology, for your nervous system. Lengthen your upper back, push your chest to your thighs and open up the backs of your legs. Focus on your Achilles and your calf. Take one more breath here. Give yourself a good stretch. This is a lovely restorative posture. And then come into child's pose. Take 3 breaths in child's pose, bringing that element of fire throughout your body, burning away self-doubt, bringing in confidence, bringing in clarity. You can sit with your spiritual team. Uranus is in Gemini now. We have the ability to channel divine guidance. And that guidance is always far more useful and clear than asking 10 people what you should do. Go direct. Take one more breath. And release. Come up into table, looking up. Heart, throat, third eye, rounding, arched cat. Long tongue into neutral. And right leg up, left hand onto your foot, kick. So feel the stretch in your, but no pain in your knee. Feel a bit of a stretch in your quad. And then step through. Round your right foot and push into your wings. Pull your left hip forward. Connect with yourself. Inner peace. Twist to the right. Open your arms. Looking up. That's one thing you'll never be able to buy. Your inner peace. And coming up. Arms up. Interlace your fingers. Pull your shoulders back to activate heart 1. Fold forward. Crown to the earth. Connecting the earth to your crown chakra. Take one more breath here. And then go into plank. And then into up dog. Heart, throat, third eye, nice and connected. And then into down dog. So restoring your nervous system. Feel your calf muscles opening. Flexible Achilles, heels pressing back. Lifting your tail to the ceiling, come off your wrists. And then release into child's pose for 3 breaths. Nice, deep, meaningful breaths. You're opening the heart and the small intestine. You're bringing in clarity and confidence and wisdom and peace. One more breath in child's pose. It's moving the element of fire throughout your circulation, bringing vitality into the body. When we're feeling flat and dull and isolated and cut off, we lose a lot of energy. Come into forearm plank. Drop your hips to the right and to the left, and then come back to center, and then go into dolphin. So walk your feet towards your elbows, drop your crown to the mat. So the heart loves dolphin. Take one more breath in dolphin. And then releasing, knees down, and then coming into a squat. So grounding your feet, feeling your pulse, connecting with yourself. Burn away self-doubt. Just stop it. Every time it starts coming in this week, just go, stop it. Just stop it. And then forward fold, bring your arms behind your legs and press your fingers into your funny bone. Small intestine 8. Trust your gut, trust your gut. Rolling up, shoulders up to your ears and back. Into wide legs, into a big star. Into goddess. Sides of the hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then up into star again. And come down into goddess with a high breath. Sides of the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Come up. So in, out, in, out. So puffing away and getting the fire going. Bring vitality into the body. Open the heart center. Open the solar plexus. Get the small intestine and heart meridian moving. And then release. And just bring your feet a little bit closer and just swing. So your arms have got no stress in them. They're like floppy things that are whacking you a little bit. But do some nice turns. Twists, just releasing. And then bring your feet together. Hands at your heart center. Ground your feet. Feel the length of your spine. Holding your own energy. Tadasana, mountain posture. Then feet shoulder width apart so we can activate the fascia from the tongue to the toes. Belly button in. Just check that your glutes are released. The triangle under your feet, big toe, little toe, heel. Press your fists to the mat and then press your tongue onto the roof of your mouth. And then release. Belly button, feet, fists, tongue. Strongly, and then release. And belly button, big toe, little toe, heel, fists, tongue. And then release. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Tadasana. Breathing in, arms up, right leg back into a lunge. Going to open up the solar plexus. Right arm forward, left arm back, twist on the midline. Drop your arms down, look over your shoulder. Come facing forward, arms up. Come into Parshvottanasana. So feet have space between them, legs are straight, right hip forward, left hip back. Drop your crown to the mat and release your neck. Open the backs of your legs. Step your right leg behind your left leg. Bring your hands onto your shins. Looking ahead. Trust your gut. Press your shoulders back. Breathe in, arms up. Interlace your fingers into Kisepana Mudra, so your pointy fingers pointing to the ceiling. Lean to the left. Lean to the right. Come to center. Hands on your hips. Round your left foot. Hold your right knee. And if you want to, take your big toe and balance. Padangustasana. And then releasing. Hands at your heart center. Breathing in. Release the glutes. Ka-ching. Get the Kruger hand out of the glutes. Tadasana. Arms up. Left leg back into a lunge. So you're on the ball of your back foot. Left arm forward, right arm back. And drop. Look over your right shoulder. Open your neck. Facing forward. Arms up. Fold forward. Paschimottanasana. Left hip forward, right hip back. Lift the arches of your feet. Ground the big toe, little toe, heel. And then left leg behind your right leg. Look ahead. Stretch your throat. Shoulders back, long neck. Bringing your arms up. Interlacing your fingers and pointing with your pointy finger. Leaning to the right. Lean to the left. Come to center. Hands on your hips. And then come up, holding your knee. And then big toe if you feel like doing the balance. Your knee can be bent or straight. And then releasing. Feet together. Hands at your heart center. Bringing in optimism and wisdom and peace. Feel the openness of your heart center. And then release. So release your shoulders. Release your hips a bit. So we can open up the element of fire. So fire nourishes the small intestine, the heart, the pericardium, and the triple warmer. We've got a lot that we can actually transform and burn away, bring vitality into the body. One flat hand on top of the other at your Chedantien, below the belly button. And then releasing. Step to the left, sides of the hands, small intestine. Breathe in. Lean back and then twirl your wrists so that the backs of your hands face and push your fingertips to the mat. And then pull up and then release. So as you're doing this, stepping to the right, sides of the hands, you're opening up the element of fire, twirling the wrists, pressing down, and then pulling it all the way up into your energy field and spreading it. Burn away self-doubt. Step to the left, sides of the hands, breathe in. Backs of the hands, press down. Breathe in again, clearing all those old belief systems, especially of doubting yourself. Step to the right, especially if you didn't have an opinion, if your opinion was never validated as a child, if your decision was never validated, then you never had the practice, but you can now. Feet together, one flat hand on top of the other. Close your eyes. Feel grounded. Feel the triangle under your feet. Shoulders released. Glutes relaxed. No squeezing of that Kruger rand here. And then releasing your hands down. Step to the left. Arms out to the side. Feel the energy in your fingertips and your palms from all the vitality from the fire. Bend your elbows and take those hand chakras and release all these sad, dull, isolated, cut off feelings of irritability and uncertainty. And definitely release self-doubt. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Grounding yourself, breathing in, Tadasana. Arms up, right leg back, warrior two. Into Trikonasana. Lift your kneecaps in triangle, look up at your right thumb. Float into half moon, also good for the knees. Flex your top foot. And then stepping back, warrior two, into extended side angle. Left arm on your left thigh, pushing through into your fingertips. And coming up, warrior two, into upright dancer. So left foot grounded, push your foot into your hand and your hand is pushing into your foot. Dance on the shifting carpet, into warrior two. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Grounded, deep breath and confidence and wisdom. Breathing in. Left leg back, warrior two. Into triangle. Lift your kneecaps up at your thumb. Ground your feet, push into your liver. And float into half moon. Make sure your right hand is all the way out to the right so that you've got good balance and you can strengthen your knee ligaments. And then step back, warrior two. Into extended side angle. Left arm all the way through. Stretching into your fingers, opening up your ribs. Into warrior two. And up into upright dancer. Lifting, pushing the foot into your hand, pulling your hand against your foot. And then releasing. Hands at your heart center. Listen to your breath. Feel your pulse. Relax your shoulders. You want to release irritability and uncertainty. So they're at a very particular frequency, let's say. So we don't want to be holding anything in our bodies that holds stress. So that's why release. Release the fascia, release the ligaments, the tendons. Soft body, soft mind. Tadasana. So let's do the warriors, the spiritual warriors. Breathing in. Right leg back, warrior one, open up your base chakra, so grounded, safe, secure, into warrior three. Opening your crown, bringing in divine guidance. Warrior two, holding your own energy, into triangle. And then float into half moon, so feel the flow, your liquid body. Visualize the liquid body flowing into these postures, into these asanas. Bend your top leg, see if you can find your foot so you can do the upright dancer in the half moon. And then release back. Warrior two. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Ka-ching. Kruger rad out of the glutes, belly button a little bit tucked. Tadasana. Breathing in. Left leg back. Warrior one. Open the base chakra. Connect to the crown. Warrior three. Into warrior two. Into triangle. Looking up at your thumb. Into half moon. Flexing your left foot. And then if you want to bend it, bend the left leg. So you can grab hold of the foot and step back. Warrior two. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Bring your left hand onto your heart center, your right hand onto your belly. Feel your pulse, feel your solar plexus. Connecting your personal power to your wisdom, to your heart center. Nice deep breaths, burn away self-doubt. Bring in vitality, transforming the body. Tadasana, ground that. And then we're going to do tree. So left leg is going to be grounded. It'll be heart one, the funny bone, and then hands at your heart center. So your left leg is grounded. Your right leg is up. You're sending down those gold and silver roots Fingers under your armpit, thumb in front of your shoulder. Grounding. Feeling the wisdom, radiance, inner peace, optimism. Slide your hands down to your funny bone, right leg out, flex, pull your toe back, pull in your belly button, shoulders down. And then bring your hands to your heart center, come into warrior three. Press your palms together and push your mudra into your heart center. Lots of work on the ankle. And feet together. Breathe in, stretch up. And then strong out breaths. As you do this, you're rounding your lower back, opening up the sacral chakra. So moving towards abundance and creativity. Lots of opportunities for that now. So feet grounded, clearing your energy field, bringing in your intention for the day. Have a day of peace, wisdom, clarity. Let everything flow. And then bring in a color or a tone if you want to. And then come to standing. Hands at your heart center. And then grounding your right leg. Big toe, little toe, heel. The roots of the tree going right to the center of the earth. You're grounding your intention to burn away self-doubt. Bringing a lot of vitality into the body. Holding your own energy. So trust your decisions and trust your opinion. And then hands down to the funny bones, left leg out in front of you. Pull your toes back. And then hands at your heart center. Coming into warrior three. So find this flow. Feel as if you're just floating with grace and ease. And then feet together, reaching up. And then fold forward. Dangling your fingers, opening up your wrists. Both the meridians go through the wrists. Up the arms, both go through the elbow. And then make your way down onto your mat, lying on your back. And do a long stretch, flexing your feet, interlacing your fingers, making your body very long. Long, long, long body. And then release, so that you're in the star. Your feet are released, your ankles are relaxed. So bringing the energy all the way up from your feet into your ankles, your knees. Feel your spine. Feel this nervous system. Feel the curves of the spine, your pelvis, hips, abdomen. Feel the small intestine. Nice and released. Into your chest, your heart center, down your arms into your fingers. And then tuck your chin a little bit to open the back of your neck. Just feeling this open flow, burnt away the self-doubt. And then bend your knees so that you can go into bridge. So your knees are bent, your feet are flat. Bring your arms down at your sides. Tuck your shoulders and your arms underneath you. And then interlace your fingers. Tuck, tuck, lift. Tuck your chin. Bring this calm into the body. So you're joining your heart and your throat. Speaking with compassion. So big toe, little toe, heel is grounded, sacral chakra is open to the ceiling. Open up your solar plexus. And then releasing. So rolling down, each vertebrae gets its own chance to press onto the mat, and then pull your knees into your chest and then rock from side to side. So opening up, or do maybe little roly things. So the clock face is on the ceiling, you're rolling on the lower back area. And then drop your feet into butterfly, keeping your arms stretched out to the side into Supta Baddha Konasana, lying down butterfly. Release the inner thighs and the hip flexors, relax your belly button. Let the feet connect. Breathe deeply into your lungs, expand your lungs. Release the tension in the diaphragm. It's a lot of tension that comes with self-doubt because we're constantly delegating our lives to someone else. And when we do that, then the other person is living our lives through us, for us. So make your own decisions and trust them. And your opinions, of course. Trust your gut. Tune into your body. Spirit speaks quietly. If it's noisy, it's not spirit speaking. The quiet body. Let your body flow. Release any muscles that are giving resistance now. Take 2 more breaths. Relaxing your knees, releasing your lower back. Feel your shoulders on the mat, your upper body, more than shoulders actually. Feel your breath, nice open heart, feeling in your personal power. Feel that feeling unstoppable, feeling invincible. And then bring your knees up into your chest and give yourself a hug. So you're pulling your knees into your chest and bring your nose to your knees. And then come up into easy pose. And then bring your hands into the Kalasvara Mudra, middle finger tip touching. Drop your pointy finger down and your thumb tips touch so that you're creating a heart. And then you can release your ring finger and your pinky and then bring your heart, your Kalasvara Mudra into your heart center. So this is reigning in your thoughts and knowing that you will always have enough time. It's always enough time. So breathing in for 4 counts, holding for 4, breathing out for 4, and holding for 4. Breathing in for 4 counts, holding for 4, release the glutes and the knees. Out for 4, and holding for 4. And then last time, breathing in into your belly button, holding, breathing out, and holding. And then releasing the Kalasvara Mudra, bringing your hands into Namaste at your heart center, tilting your head down in thanks. And yogis, always remember to thank yourselves for all that you do and all that you are. And come facing forward. Let's use our third eyes for wisdom, our lips for love, and our hearts for peace. Namaste, lovely yogis. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love. Burn away self-doubt. Okay. Mwah. Lots of love.